Hey y'all, I got lawn work to do today, but I wanted to do a video about a set that I just got. It's called the LumiBricks Record Store, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. Full disclosure, they did send me this set, and I really appreciate that. I was a little hesitant about the alternative brick companies. This set kind of changed my mind quite a bit. So if you've ever been curious about alternative bricks and what else is out there, stick around. I think you'll like this video. And you might even be as pleasantly surprised as I was. Now, after building the set, I was already really impressed, and I really liked it. But where it really came to life was when the lights were off. And this was not only my first time building an alternative brick set, this was my first time adding lighting, so I was a little nervous, but they made it really simple. The record store in particular came with 3 instruction manuals that were big and easy to read. All of the packaging for the set was actually very professional in my opinion, and I'm excited to see what else the company does. But what I found really helpful was the way they laid out the directions for adding the lighting to the kit. Since the set was designed with lighting in mind, they incorporated that into the build. So instead of having to go back and remove a bunch of parts later, you built it as you went along. Again, this was my first time adding lighting, but from what I've seen online, a lot of times you just get some photos of where to put the wires. That wasn't the case here. The directions were clear and easy to follow. They even had little arrows. Now for the wiring, the set came with some specialized bricks and plates that had channels cut into them for the wires to go. So you don't have to worry about damaging or smushing the wires in between bricks. From the outside, the set looks fantastic. There are no stickers, it's all printed parts. I think there's somewhere around 90 to 100 total in there, and they look great, and they really add to the whole vibe, that kind of 90s record store. I kind of think of Empire Records when I think of the building, but they really add to that vibe. The sign at the top of the building kind of reminds me of like Gloria Estefan or something. I'm not sure exactly what they were going for, but that's what I saw. In order to get into the building, you can remove each floor, but what I found really helpful and was a really cool thing that they incorporated was this hinge brick on the back. You just have to remove this little DJ record stand piece and it folds right open. And because the building was built with lighting in mind, it even works when it's open. You didn't have to take any pieces off or add anything, it still works. And the interior is very well lit. You can actually see into the building from the outside very, very well. This kind of dollhouse opening feature makes it really easy to reach into the building that you spent so long making. The guy in the top floor apartment of the building is watching a scary movie, and the TV's even lit up. And here's a really cool thing that they did. Each floor actually comes out, so you can see every little detail that you built. Here's the first floor, which is the record store itself. This entire building was filled with great submodels. I'm going to point out some of my favorites. The record store shelves on this one were great, and all of the printed tiles that represent the records were really well made. The second floor is a recording studio. There's a little computer for the producer, and on the other side of the glass, there's a keyboard and studio mic set up for the musician. And there's even this little storage closet that you definitely would not be able to see without being able to remove this floor. And again, all prints, no stickers, and the prints were very well made and well designed. Alright, let's slide that floor back into place and go up to the third floor, which is an apartment. And it's well furnished. He has a stereo system, 2 sofas, end tables, a turntable. One of my favorite little details on this floor is the FunWhole set that's in the corner, as well as the electrical box for the wiring. Closing it up was as easy as it was to open. Just put the floors back in place, put this wall back, and simply slide it closed. Reconnect the turntable on the back, and there you go. The set even came with a couple tools. Came with a set of tweezers, this teeny tiny little screwdriver, and LumiBricks' version of a brick separator, which kind of looks like Gary from SpongeBob. This building was well populated and came with 6 minifigs and a cat. The minifig design they went with is legally has to be different than Legos, but I actually liked it. Kind of reminds me of Friends, but puffed up instead of real skinny. And the design for the clothes on them was really well done. There was a little bit of opaqueness on some of the printing, but overall they were really good. It did come with a strange amount of extra parts that kind of had me scared at first when I was building. But I looked online, it looks like this is kind of the normal amount of spares. It was just kind of unusual. With Lego sets, you'll get like a bunch of kind of smaller 1x1 sorts of things. But with this, it was a bunch of bricks, some hinge plates, stuff like that. I did see a couple people that thought that maybe these bricks were meant to replace if you didn't want to do the lighting, like these were supposed to replace the pieces that you need, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's always nice to have spares. If you enjoyed this video and want to see the set put together from start to finish, I did a live stream. It's on my channel. And if you're interested in getting the set yourself, there's a discount code in the description. Thank you so much to LumiBricks for sending me the kit. It was a pleasure to build. I really appreciate it. And I hope to build more in the future. And thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I've got 2 other videos up here that I think you'll like. Also, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And if you want access to hundreds of PDF instructions for my MOCs, check my Patreon out. But really, thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, especially Stan, Zach, Wes, and Jim. I'll see y'all in the next one.